Top three, and it doesn't have to be three, struggles you've had in your life that you would like to share. I mean, I feel like we've talked about a lot of struggles, but you can always reiterate them, or you can come up with some new ones.
I think dealing with becoming disabled at a young age would definitely be one of the top three. That was hard. Yeah. You know, I missed out on an awful lot of my youth. Like, I was mentally unstable before I became physically disabled too. So, I was kicked out of school. I had no friends. I developed agoraphobia, so I didn't leave my house for like 5 years. So I
Oh.
missed my teenage years.
Hmm.
And then by the time I got out of my house, I was just starting to get my shit together. And then my physical health crashed.
Ooh.
So, I feel like I've pretty much lost all my youth. So I'd say it's probably why I go a little bit too wild now. I'm like 34. I should be calming my shit down, but I'm like,
You're still young. You're still young.
oh, thank you. I love you now. Anyone who calls me young, yeah, instantly, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'd say that's probably one of my biggest struggles is mental health combined with disability. Yeah, I'd say dealing with the amount of abuse and trauma I've had to deal with in my life. It's been crazy amounts. And I get a bit bitter sometimes. I'm like, I sort of swing between hating myself and must have done something to deserve it all, and hating other people for not having suffered, which is awful. And I hate that part of myself,
Right.
because I don't want anyone else to suffer.
Hmm.
But sometimes I see these people who, like, I had a friend and she was complaining that some guy had slapped her ass in a nightclub. And I was like, okay, that's fucked up of him. He's bad, but like, whatever, get over it. A bit bad. Yeah, I know. And I don't know. It's been like I said, since I was 3 years old until I was how old am I now? 34.
Yeah,
So
34.
33. So 30 years of sexual abuse and rape and trauma. And it's been something like 27 different guys in that time. It's crazy. I had therapy for it, and then my therapist had to step out of the room, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, so this isn't a normal amount. So yeah, like dealing with that and like kind of knowing that it kind of others me from society. I'm never gonna be a normal person, and I feel like I'm always just gonna be, a sexual abuse survivor or whatever.
Hmm.
And yeah, it kind of taints every part of my life. So that's, always a big struggle. And that with like getting pissed off at my poor friend just because her experience in my mind wasn't as bad. You shouldn't compare experiences like that. It's not right. It's not, to her,
Right.
it was that. And she needed support, and I was a bitch. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, the effects. Sorry, I'm babbling again.
No, you're
But
totally
the
cool.
effects of all that trauma. And, I try to be a nice person. And when I see that sometimes that bitterness comes in, and I'm just like, "That's not who I wanna be."
Right.
Like,
We make
so yeah.
mistakes. We all make mistakes, and just learning from it. So the fact that you're learning from it and trying not to make the same mistake. And again, if you make the mistake again, it's all about being aware of it and trying to fix it. Right. If you're aware of it and not like fixing it, then obviously something's wrong. But the fact that
Yeah.
you are willing and are trying to not do that constantly is actually really really good. I do like the thing that you pointed out about being normal. I've thought about this like so many times too, like growing up, about like what's normal, and I feel like it doesn't matter like what a normal like life what people most likely expect, right? I think the like normality or a normal life is having some fucked up things in your life. If that makes sense. right? Like,
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think that's
fair.
normal. Like, you're gonna have fucked up things in your life, and I think most people, when you look at society, right? Uh, People try to have that normal life to where everything looks good on the outside, right? I think that's what we're so used to seeing, you know.
Mm.
But I can see from your point of view to where you want to have a normal life because you see, people that don't have the disabilities and stuff like that. But I think you're totally fine. Like, fuck that. If that makes sense.
I think I've just never been very good at putting that normal mask on. A lot of people seem to be able to, and I'm just like, I'm 100% honest and out there. Like, you ask me how I am, you're gonna get the fucking truth 9 times out of 10, unless if I'm really trying to not, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that
I've never mastered that.
yeah, and I think it's you essentially just want to surround yourself with people that will actually accept you for who you are, and for
Mm.
those that aren't willing to be okay with how open you are, then essentially they're not a good friend or person that you want to have in your inner circle, you know. And it's hard. Again, it's hard for because again, in today's society, it's like everyone's normal is putting on a face mask, and showing that to the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen to the full episode on all major platforms.